Most people think a refrigerator is just a cold box with a light inside, but refrigerators come in far more shapes, sizes, and technologies than most people realize. Some place the freezer on top, others hide it underneath. Some are built directly into the kitchen, some have no compressor at all, and some are intelligent enough to show you what is inside without opening the door. So today we are breaking down every major type of refrigerator, what makes each one different, and where each design works best, starting with one of the oldest and most familiar layouts. The top freezer refrigerator is the classic design found in kitchens around the world. The freezer sits above the fresh food compartment, while the larger refrigerator section remains underneath. This layout became popular because it is simple, reliable, and relatively inexpensive to manufacture. Cold air naturally moves downward, so placing the freezer at the top also works well with the basic airflow of the appliance. Top freezer models usually provide a large amount of usable storage without complicated drawers, screens, or motorized doors. The main disadvantage is convenience. Because the refrigerator compartment is lower, you may need to bend down every time you reach for something stored near the bottom. It is efficient, affordable, and practical. It is also the refrigerator most likely to contain a mysterious container no one remembers putting there. The bottom freezer refrigerator reverses the traditional layout. The fresh food compartment moves to eye level, while frozen food is stored in a drawer or compartment underneath. This makes sense because most people open the refrigerator section far more often than the freezer. Milk, drinks, vegetables, leftovers, and snacks are easier to reach without constantly bending down. The freezer usually slides out like a large drawer, allowing food to be stacked in baskets. The downside is that frozen items can disappear underneath one another. Finding a bag of frozen peas may require an archaeological excavation through 3 layers of pizza boxes. Bottom freezer refrigerators usually cost more than top freezer models, but they prioritize everyday convenience. A side-by-side refrigerator divides the appliance vertically. The refrigerator is on one side and the freezer is on the other. Both compartments extend from the top to the bottom of the appliance. This design makes frozen and refrigerated food easy to access at eye level. It also uses narrower doors, which can be useful in kitchens where there is not enough space for one large door to swing open. Many side-by-side refrigerators include water and ice dispensers built into the freezer door. The main problem is width. Large trays, pizza boxes, and wide containers may not fit easily inside the narrow compartments. A side-by-side refrigerator gives you excellent organization, as long as everything you buy is shaped like a vertical rectangle. The French door refrigerator combines 2 refrigerator doors on top with a freezer drawer underneath. It is one of the most popular premium layouts because it provides a wide fresh food compartment without requiring one enormous door. You can open only one side when grabbing a small item, which reduces the amount of cold air that escapes. The wide interior also makes it easier to store large trays, cakes, and oversized containers. Below, the freezer usually opens as 1 or 2 large drawers. French door refrigerators often include adjustable shelves, water dispensers, temperature-controlled drawers, and advanced cooling zones. The disadvantage is complexity. More doors, more drawers, more seals, and more features mean more components that can eventually fail. It offers flexibility and space, but it may also require reading a manual before storing cheese. A 4-door, or quad-door, refrigerator divides the appliance into 4 separate sections. The top 2 compartments usually function as the main refrigerator. The lower compartments may operate as freezers, but some models allow one section to switch between refrigerator and freezer temperatures. This flexible compartment can hold frozen food 1 week and fresh drinks the next. The separate doors also allow users to open only the section they need, helping keep the other compartments closed. This design works well for large families or people who want extremely organized food storage. The disadvantages are price and interior complexity. A 4-door refrigerator does not simply store your groceries, it assigns them individual departments. A counter-depth refrigerator is designed to align more closely with standard kitchen cabinets. Traditional refrigerators often extend several inches beyond the counter. A counter-depth model sits farther back, creating a cleaner and more built-in appearance. The appliance is usually wider to compensate for its reduced depth. Because the shelves are shallower, food is also less likely to disappear behind other containers. The trade-off is total storage capacity. A counter-depth refrigerator may look sleek, but it often holds less food than a full-depth model with the same external width. It sacrifices some interior space to avoid looking like a large metal box invading the kitchen. Built-in refrigerators are installed directly into into the kitchen cabinetry. They are often taller and wider than standard refrigerators and may include custom exterior panels that match the cabinets around them. An integrated refrigerator takes this idea even further. Its doors sit nearly flush with the cabinetry, and the appliance may become almost invisible when closed. These refrigerators are designed for appearance, customization, and high-end kitchens. They can also include separate cooling systems for the refrigerator and freezer compartments. The obvious disadvantage is cost. The appliance is expensive, the installation is expensive, and moving it later may require redesigning part of the kitchen. It is less like buying a refrigerator and more like hiring one to become part of the house. Compact refrigerator is a smaller appliance designed for bedrooms, offices, dorm rooms, hotels, and other spaces where a full-size refrigerator would be unnecessary. Most include a small fresh food compartment and sometimes a tiny freezer section. Their small size makes them easy to move and inexpensive to operate, but temperature consistency can vary, especially in very small models. The miniature freezer compartment may also struggle to keep food completely frozen. A mini fridge is perfect for drinks, snacks, and small quantities of food. It is less perfect for storing an entire week of groceries, unless your weekly diet consists entirely of soda and yogurt. Under-counter refrigerators are installed beneath a countertop. Some open with a traditional door. Others use refrigerated drawers that slide outward. These appliances are commonly used in kitchen islands, bars, offices, and entertainment spaces. They provide easy access to drinks, ingredients, or snacks without requiring a full-size refrigerator nearby. Drawer refrigerators can also use separate temperature zones for different types of food. The main limitation is capacity. They are convenient as secondary refrigerators, but rarely large enough to replace the main appliance in a household. They are designed for people who want cold drinks within arm's reach and consider walking across the kitchen an unnecessary inconvenience. A freezerless refrigerator, sometimes called an all-refrigerator, contains no frozen food compartment. The entire appliance is dedicated to fresh food storage. This provides more space for produce, drinks, prepared meals, and refrigerated ingredients. Freezerless models are useful for large families, commercial kitchens, or households that already own a separate upright or chest freezer, because the appliance maintains only one temperature range. The internal layout can be simpler and more spacious. The disadvantage is obvious. If this is your only cold storage appliance, ice cream is no longer part of your future. A smart refrigerator adds internet connectivity, cameras, sensors, and digital controls to a traditional refrigeration system. Some models include touch screens that display calendars, recipes, shopping lists, or entertainment. Internal cameras may allow you to check the contents of the refrigerator from your phone while shopping. Advanced models can send alerts when a door is left open or when the internal temperature changes. Despite the technology, most smart refrigerators still cool food using the same basic compressor system found in ordinary models. The intelligence is built around monitoring and convenience. The disadvantages are cost, software dependence, and the possibility that your refrigerator may require an account password. It keeps food cold, but first it may ask you to accept the terms and conditions. An absorption refrigerator can cool its interior without using a conventional electric compressor. Instead, it uses heat to drive a chemical refrigeration cycle. The heat may come from electricity, propane, or another fuel source. Because there is no compressor motor constantly switching on and off, absorption refrigerators can operate very quietly. They are commonly used in recreational vehicles, hotel rooms, remote cabins, and locations where propane is more practical than continuous electrical power. However, they usually cool more slowly and may be less efficient than compressor-based refrigerators. They are proof that one of the strangest ways to create cold is to begin with heat. From simple top freezer models to refrigerators hidden inside custom cabinets, every design solves a different problem. Some prioritize price, some prioritize storage, some save space, some improve accessibility, and some place a large touchscreen on the door because apparently the kitchen needed another device connected to the internet. But underneath the doors, drawers, cameras, and dispensers, every refrigerator has the same purpose: remove heat from the inside and release it somewhere else. The refrigerator may look like an ordinary household appliance, but it quietly protects food, reduces waste, and makes modern life possible every hour of every day. So the next time the light turns on when you open the door, remember, you are not looking inside a cold box. You are looking inside a machine that has been moving heat out of your food since the moment you plugged it in. And now you know every major type of refrigerator.